All right, Kelly, today is going to be the day that I let you slide. And anybody else after this point today, February 12th, 2026, if anybody else leaves a dumbass comment like this and asks me, do I believe that this man is a motherfucking clone? I'm hexing you and your whole goddamn family, okay? Let's go ahead and debunk this the fastest way they can. If it was a motherfucking clone, Kelly, if it was a motherfucking clone, they wouldn't pick one that's dying and decaying. They wouldn't be like, oh, let's clone this man to make sure people know that he's all right. He don't have no health issues. And then sent out an exact clone who literally farts, shits his pants, and falls asleep in fucking meetings. What the fuck do you mean? Do I believe it is the real Donald? You think I could just go into a machine like in The Fly and just clone myself and transport to another 40-year-old body with, and even if I could, wouldn't I pick one that ain't got no motherfucking health issues? Wouldn't I pick one that can hold my butthole tight so I don't shit on myself? Don't you think if a clone was a part of the plan, if they was sending a clone out here, that he'd be put more together than that? Come on, Kelly. And you said you keep seeing others claim. Who, Kelly? Grifters? People don't want your views? People don't want your money? People that don't have the gift? People that just on here talking shit? Who, Kelly? Who you seeing that making that claim that he's an actor? And even if it was, they doing a horrible fucking job. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, because I ain't never said no shit like that. Because I'm in reality. See, that's the motherfucking problem here. Everybody want to jump on a conspiracy theory. Oh, he might be a clone. They get one over on us. They already got one over on us. They staged a coup and the whole goddamn administration is run by a bunch of fucking heads. Hello? That's the conspiracy. They pardoned all the plugs so there'd be an open highway to all the skiing they want to do, baby. You want to know why whiskey breath wasn't a problem being an alcoholic? Because everybody in the motherfucking administration is a goddamn addict. You worried about a motherfucking clone. I'm worried about how many people going to have to be put in rehab after this. Because that's what they're going to blame it on. Ooh, baby. When this shit crashes and burns and their Nuremberg trials start, that's going to be the excuse. They forced us to do street pharmaceuticals. They forced us. We had to keep. That's why I wasn't making good decisions, because I was effed up. I'm an addict. I wasn't in the right mind. This is why I did all these things for this man. They pushed it down our throats. We were forced to do it. And the reason we were forced and had no control over free will was not the fear of death or fear of trial. It's because we were inebriated 24/7 with lack of sleep. I guarantee you at least 10 motherfuckers going to come out with that excuse. But a clone, Kelly? A clone? First of all, ain't no way. Because even though cloning is real as in you can make a clone of me, but it still has to start at fucking birth. So if Trump were to make a clone of himself, someone that looked a lot like him, someone that acted a lot like him, someone as devious as him, might look someone like Barron. Motherfucker might look like Barron. But it damn sure ain't going to be another 70, 80-year-old man out there shitting on himself and falling asleep. I'm going to need you to stick with reality, Kelly. I'm going to need you to come back onto the tribe, get your thinking cap on, and quit listening to bullshit, baby, okay? And remember, today's your past. And anybody else after you who asks a dumbass question like this, gonna get motherfucking hexed. Okay, you have a great weekend now. Mwah!